Okay, hi, this is Michael Ellis. Now, something I found that was pretty remarkable was um, kind of messing around with my experimental grow setup. Now, what I'm doing here is so I've got kind of a sheet metal here going across the top, and then kind of get under there. You got a sheet metal going there too, and I've got them hooked up to my Orgonite, like little deal up there. So for the top one, I've actually for the top sheet metal, I've got it hooked up to the copper pipe there, and doing like a gray valve technique, like kind of mimicking the gray valve or like a capacitor or something like that. I've got a wire that goes down into the tube there, this purple wire, and that's just a regular insulated I don't know what gauge it is, like 12 or something, 12 or 16 gauge wire coming out, and that's actually wired down to this bottom plate, and my beans were growing really leggy to begin with the LEDs on. They were still getting leggy. But as soon as I hooked this setup up correctly, as I have it now, the beans all put out leaves. Like they were suddenly, I don't know, like they were finally getting light or sunlight or something. So, so yeah, it's like they responded right away. Like there's sunlight above them or something. It has nothing to do, obviously, with these LEDs because they're growing past them and everything. Um, but it was like once I put, and like some of these were already like way up, like these ones were already like way up here. Um, but but as soon as I hooked up the Orgonite in that fashion to the metal plates, which I didn't have before, I just had the copper hooked up to all the plates. There's even one below there, um, but that's not. It doesn't have any plants on it or anything. Um, and without the LEDs, um, but but the LEDs aren't really doing much, but just making the plants visible. Um, it's when the Orgonite was set up with the positive and the negative, so to speak, or whatever, the inner or the outer of the copper pipes, that the plants really started to grow out their leafy growth, and that was without changing the lights or anything. With the lights, they were getting leggy anyways, and that's just like regular LED, bright white LEDs. It's not like for growing plants specifically or anything, or even for just full spectrum or anything. But no, it was when I put that wire down inside the tube, hooked it up to the which way does it go again? The wire in the tube goes to the bottom plate, and the copper pipe goes to the top plate. And just when I made that differentiation, all these bean plants started to grow. It's like they snapped. It's like almost they snapped into the leafy period of their growth rather than just growing out like long tendrils and getting all leggy and stuff. It's like they kind of snapped and like all of them started growing leaves out at once. Even like within a short period of time, it was just noticeable. So definitely there's a benefit to having the wire down the pipe at one electrode or plate, and having the copper pipe being at another electrode. I never thought of that until I was reviewing some of my information about like a Grace tube or something like that. So so I never, and then I thought to apply it to Orgonite and see what that would do with like the sunlight by wire stuff. So so this is actually working really well, and just keeping the light on so they don't get too leggy. But yeah, definitely the wire down the pipe for one pull, and the copper pipe itself as another pull seems to do it. And simultaneously, while I set this up, I was also thinking that possibly you could use a battery, 2 battery pulls, to create a field to grow plants into. But that I'm experimenting with hasn't sprouted yet, so I have yet to see if that does anything. So thank you for watching. This is Michael Ellis, and stay safe and have fun.